Yes. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Kayjo Farms. So today I'm at my farm and I've come to supervise. So I always supervise at least once a week. So in a week I always do my best to come twice. So you have to supervise your farm. Now, like today, of course, when you supervise, you always find things which are good and some which are bad. So you have to rectify and make sure they do what you want. So if you do not supervise your farm regularly, I don't know how you do it, because sometimes these partners of ours, the workers, sometimes if they know when you are coming and they know that it take long to come, sometimes they do things not in the right way. So you have to make sure you regularly supervise your farm, because if you do, I'm sure you will get somewhere in your farm. So today I brought 4 new goats. I brought 4 new goats. Somebody gave them to me. They had nowhere to feed from. Where they were, feeds were not there, so someone was like, you come and purchase, or you come and take these goats and have them feed at your place. So I'll be showing you what to do when you have new goats on the farm. Right now they are grazing, some are grazing around there, so I'll be telling you what you're supposed to do when you're raising, when you brought new goats on your farm. So where I am today, before we go to our goats, this is my alfalfa. This is what I planted. You remember when I was telling you that I was practicing something, I was doing some testing phase? So this is the alfalfa that I planted. As you can see, it has grown. It looks amazing. You can see it has grown. So I'll be cutting it next week around Wednesday when I come back to my farm. So that's when I'll be cutting my alfalfa and I'll be baling it. I'm going to create my own baler. I'll be using, of course, the wood and so forth. I'll be showing you what I'll be doing, do my baler so that I can compress them and tie them and keep them so that goats can be eating on as time goes by. So this is our alfalfa. As you can see it, the queen or the king of proteins, full of proteins. I'm not saying it's 100% proteins, but it is full of proteins and it grows very, very fast. Now, if we cut this one, and we have good rains and we have good manure, and then in 1 month to 2 months we shall already be cutting the next phase. So make sure you provide the good manure. As we use our organic manure, which is the goat's droppings, we put it in the rows. As you can see right now, we are last week we are from weeding, that's why it looks nice, and next week we shall be cutting it. So please, this is where we are heading. Let me tell my farmers, pastures is where we are heading. So in order for us to improve on the breeds, in order for us to improve on the goats growth, and also it becoming muscular and putting on that muscle, and you see a goat and you're like, wow, that's a goat, we have to venture in pastures. So right now this is alfalfa. I practiced it, it has grown. Later I'll be showing you my super napier Pasture 1 that I planted down there in phases. Right now I didn't plant the whole swamp, I'm planting in phases. I'll also be showing you. Then I'll be planting also things like Bracalia morato and so forth, because this is where we are heading concerning feeds. Also people buy feeds. There are some people who have goats and they do not have these feeds. So if you have enough feeds, you can also sell. They are a source of money when you're selling. Also they are a source of minerals. They are a source of food. Also your machines, which I call our goats. So you can do both. So this is our alfalfa. I like coming here and look at it. I'd never planted alfalfa. This is my first time and it has turned out to be well. Now we are heading to cutting it. So next week, I think it will be the next video, I'll be showing you how I cut this alfalfa and how I package it for my goats. Yep. So right now I'm going to be showing you our 4 goats that we have brought today that have been given to us. Our 4 goats today that have been given to us, and how you're supposed to treat when your goats when they are new on your farm. So you're supposed to spray them, you are supposed to inject them, you're supposed to check them and everything. I'll be showing you the next video. So let me just tour around my alfalfa and then I'll be showing you the new goats that we have brought. So like I said, we are going to be bringing another batch, which will be our last batch of goat breed or local breeds. That will be our last batch. But this one was just given to us because someone didn't have where to feed them from, and they were given to us. And that's a blessing, you understand? Because we have the feeds. All right, let me take you and you see it. Like I'd said in my previous video or in the previous snippet, that I'm going to talk about the new goats that we brought in. So as you can see here, these are the 4 goats that have just come in. They are new on the farm, and we have to first quarantine them and first do the due diligence before they can mix with other goats. So as you can see right now, we are spraying them. We are spraying them because we don't know if they were spraying them from where we got them, and also you may find where they were spraying them, they may have had some strain of ticks that we do not want on our farm. So that's why we are spraying them. So if you are stocking new goats on your farm, please make sure you spray them so that you can deal with those ticks, because you don't know what ticks were on this farm, if they are dangerous or if they were just playing around. So if they are dangerous, you show them touch. If they are playing around, you also show them touch. So make sure you spray your goats, the new goats that you bring on your goat farm. Don't let them mix with other goats unless you have sprayed them and quarantine. Yeah, like how they did us quarantine in what? In COVID. That's how we are quarantining them. So we are trying to stop the spread of diseases. In case they have come with any diseases, we are trying to stop them. So as you can see, there are only 4, but we are still going to spray them. Then after spraying them, we are going to inject them. We are going to inject them with multivitamins. We are going to inject them with multivitamins and also antibiotics. Now, this is what I'm going to talk about. It's what we call shipping fever, or what we call stress. You know, when these goats are transported from where they are to where we are. Now, you see, like these goats, we didn't get them far, but still we are going to deal with the shipping fever, or the stress they get when they are being transported from their former farm up to here. So this stress causes low immunity in these goats. Yeah, this stress causes low immunity in these goats. And when there is low immunity, it means they are prone to being attacked. They are prone to being attacked by other diseases which are either here or other diseases which they have come with. So it means they are prone to being attacked because of their low immunity. So what do we do? So we are going to be injecting them with Oxy 20%. So Oxy 20% or oxytetracycline 20% is a long-acting drug, which means it stays longer in the body. So we are going to be injecting them once per week for 4 weeks. So in a month, we are going to inject them 4 times. That is with Oxy 20%. So this long-acting, what it does, like I always explain to you people, so what it does, it's a bacteriostatic drug. It poses all the bacteria, all the spread of bacteria inside the body of the goat, so that this bacteria does not spread. This gives it a chance to build immunity, so that when by the time these bacteria or these diseases come up, it's ready to defend itself. So we do it once for 4 weeks. So we always also give them what we call multivitamins. All these are the ones, if you're asking, these ones are for a company called Bimeda. Multivitamins are for metabolism. Yeah, they increase metabolism in a goat, say increasing appetite in goats. So I hope I've explained it better. Long-acting, oxytetracycline 20% and multivitamins. So we are going to inject them for 4 weeks. For 4 weeks once, for 4 weeks. Now we are from spraying them, we are going to inject them, then after 1 week we are going to vaccinate them. But for now I'm going to wait for my batch which I've ordered for, my last batch of local goats, so that I will do the vaccination at once. Because you remember, vaccination, they always give you like a medicine which takes up 20 goats and 50 goats and above. So if you have less goats, it means some medicine you're going to throw it away. But it's also, you will be saving your goats. So please, even if you have less goats, you have to vaccinate. So after this, we are going to be vaccinating after 1 or 2 weeks. So this is what we are going to do. Yep. So I haven't that much prepared for this video. I'm just shooting. So if things are just moving in different direction, don't blame me. So these are our injection. This is the syringe, and these are the pennies or the needles that we are going to be using to inject inject these goats. Yeah, so this is the syringe. Most of you know what to do. So we are going to use 5 mils of oxy 20% and also 5 mils of multivitamins. Yep, so we are going to first inject them with oxy, and then we also inject them with multivitamins. Yep, make sure there are no bubbles. So, this is our medicine, oxy 20%. We are going to now inject our goats. So we shall do it for the 4 goats. And this one today is when? Today is 19th. Tomorrow is Easter, of course. Today is 19th. And we shall again do it next week. Same time until 4 weeks are done. Yep. So let me first go and inject. Yep, now we are done doing the procedures. You, give my camera. Yes, so now we are done injecting them. We are going to be injecting them again after 1 week from now for 4 weeks. Like I told you, we are going to be giving them multivitamin and oxy 20%, which is a long acting and stays in the body longer to help the goat to gain the energy it needs and the immunity it needs to fight against these diseases. So please do these procedures, because most of you think that where you get your goats from is the problem when you bring them, yet you brought them when they are fine. They reach on your goat farm and you hear that I brought 10 goats and 5 are dead. Because of where I got them from. No, it's because you are not doing the right things and you are not helping and supplementing your goats with immunity. I can say immunity things. They have told me that the producers told me immunity boosters. Yeah, English is not my language, by the way. So right now we are going to tomorrow is Easter, but maybe most of you have forgotten tomorrow is Easter. Please go and celebrate. And our birthday of Kayjo Farms is on 21st, which is after Easter. So most of you, I know you don't celebrate your birthdays, but us, we are going to celebrate ours. We never forget. You people, you grew up without celebrating your birthdays. That's why you forget your birthdays. But you're supposed to celebrate these things. So his reason, tomorrow is Easter. Let's celebrate, let's enjoy. Yeah, in future you will be ordering for goats from Kayjo Farms for Easter, and I will be delivering on your doorstep when it's cut and everything, washed, roasted. We can even give you someone to help you eat it. You know, yeah. So see you. Kayjo Farms will remain.